जय श्री माता जी। सभी सहयोगी श्री माता जी को नमन करके बंदन लेंगे। All सहयोगीज may now bow down to Shri Mataji and take the bandhan. अब हम महामंत्र और गणेश मंत्र कहेंगे. We will now say the Mahamantra and the Ganesh mantra. अब हम अपना लेफ्ट हैंड श्री माता जी की तरफ रखेंगे. राइट हैंड धरती पर. Put your left hand towards Shri Mataji and right hand on Mother Earth. श्री माता जी, कृपा करके हमारे बाएं तरफ को शुद्ध कीजिए. श्री माता जी, please cleanse our left channel. अब अपना राइट हैंड श्री माता जी की तरफ रखेंगे, लेफ्ट हैंड आकाश की ओर। पुट योर राइट हैंड टुवर्ड्स श्री माता जी एंड लेफ्ट हैंड टुवर्ड्स द स्काई। श्री माता जी, कृपा करके हमारे दाएं तरफ को शुद्ध कीजिए। श्री माता जी, प्लीज क्लेंस आवर राइट चैनल। अब दोनों हाथ श्री माता जी की तरफ ले आएंगे। श्री माता जी, कृपा करके हमें निर्विचारिता में स्थापित कीजिए। श्री माता जी, प्लीज एस्टैब्लिश अस इन थॉटलेस अवेयरनेस। We will now listen to श्री माता जी स्पीच। अब हम श्री माता जी की अमृतवाणी सुनेंगे।
Sometimes you can feel that you, in yourself, in your center, you are all right, but you move in circumstances that cause a disharmony in some other part of you.
That is the savikalpa state. That is, you move, you see, though you are in that state of nirvichara, still you move to savikalpa state, where you again get vikalpa. But you are after all a realized soul. You see, so they have made three clear-cut things, that you can have savikalpa samadhi, you can have nirvichar samadhi, and you can have pure nirvikalpa samadhi. Now, from even that state, you see, you can get to that. And that's what you have to cut out, is to, when you see such a situation where you get involved, then you say, this is not, then come out of it. It's a practice. A little practice can tell you. Like driving, by practice you master it in the same way. I know something is wrong. I know it is wrong. And I know that they're doing wrong, but I just keep quiet. And then they know what it was wrong, what was right. It's better to make others learn by mistakes than to tell them. No one likes to be told. Then they learn themselves by mistakes. Yes, I've done this mistake, that mistakes. I've ruined my life. Now come along. But if you tell them, they can be very reluctant or could be vindictive also.
conscious mind?
Conscious mind.
Yes.
What do you want to know about conscious? You see, conscious mind is the mind where you are awake and see things. But there is also unconscious mind behind it. And there is a subconscious mind and there is supraconscious mind. And beyond the supraconscious, there is also collective supraconscious. And beyond the subconscious, there is collective subconscious. There is unconscious mind. The unconscious mind is, in a way, we can say, is the Kundalini. Now, when she enters into your conscious mind, you become enlightened. The conscious mind is the mind that is aware of the surroundings, aware of everyone being there, aware of all the things. But an enlightened conscious mind, which is of a high level, is much more conscious of things than you are. For example, I'm quite conscious of people who are catching on the heart. I'm quite conscious of the people who are not yet there. I'm quite conscious of the people who are perfectly there. I'm quite conscious of the people who are nowhere near. But it's all right for me because I, with my conscious mind, can raise them up. So it's a different situation with me. But with other people, could be that your conscious mind is all the time, depending on your level of advancement, maybe worried about small things like I have to go home now and it's getting late and will I get a bus or not? Could be like that. Then there could be another conscious mind which is thinking about how far I can meditate, how far I can go with it, all kinds of things. But there could be a conscious mind which is enlightened, if it is enlightened. It's just getting all the essence of what I'm saying and developing and nourishing itself. So when you are enlightened, the conscious mind is something like a tree into which the sap is now flowing. It may be that it is just like a leaf, or it may be it is like a flower, or maybe it is like a fruit. So it changes its forms once he gets realization. If a person gets realization, then the conscious mind goes on getting more and more light. Say, for example, when the electricity comes, you can see this room, you can see another room, you can see another room, you can go around and see, and again you visit all the rooms, then you become aware of all the rooms. So you are conscious of all these. But in the beginning, you are just conscious of a room where you are standing, isn't it? So the conscious mind's definition cannot be given after realization. A person like me, say for example, has a conscious mind, that might envelop the whole world. Or a conscious mind of a person who is realized soul is still not anywhere, just started, then is only conscious as to where is right, where is left, where is this. So before the realization, the conscious mind sees things around you. Out of that also there are categories. Some people see, say for artist can see something, and a scientist can see something, another poet will see something. So it depends on the conscious mind how it is, has got the trend. But still it won't see something that is subtle behind it. And that only is possible after you get your realization. All right?
Mother, sometimes the ego masquerades as guru. How can we tell when that's going on in us?
You see, when ego comes up, I don't know much about it, you see, because I haven't. We can say when ego comes up, then a person becomes arbitrary. First thing is he becomes arbitrary. He'd start deciding, I'll have this, I'll have that, I like this. You see, this is the one thing. Secondly, it takes out itself from the collective. It becomes very arbitrary. Collective removes itself from. But the spirit is the other way around. Spirit is, it cares for the collective. It doesn't become arbitrary at all. And it never says, I like, I want. I drops out. See, you can easily see, very easily with your discrimination, that egoistical person is not even liked by the person who has ego. If he sees himself in the mirror, he says, oh God, what's this wretched nonsense, what a temperament it is. It will not like itself. There was a lady who was a very hot-tempered woman. And once she came to my puja and I said, now what is this heater you have brought before me? In India, in the hot season, one heater put before you. I said, oh God, please remove her. She's like a heater. Nobody understood it, you see. But I said, please remove her. So then they asked her, you get down. Mother can't bear you. Then she was very angry. What is this? What's wrong with me? What have I done? After some time, you see, people said that we have nothing. Then nobody would talk to her. She was left alone. And then she was also very unhappy about it because she was left alone. She thought, what's this? Is insulting. Why should they leave me? Then after some time, she realized that there must be something wrong with me. I must find out. There's something nonsensical about it, something filthy on me. I should throw it away. Then she started working it out and seeing herself and all that. And she became a very, very sweet person. But she dare not face me. I was quite afraid. So her daughter came to see me one day. I said, how is your mother? She said, Mother, she's all right. You ask her to come and see me. So she said, I've never felt such joy as I felt that day when you called me. I said, I knew you have improved so much. She came, I had taken a watch for her. She said, Mother, you brought a watch for you? I said, yes, I brought a watch for you. She said, thank God, that filth is gone. Thank God. Fed up of it. That's how when you develop, then that sweetness, the beauty, everything comes up. But you see, the ego is, if you play upon your ego, it adheres to you. You get identified with it. And you cannot get rid of it. But I've seen one case which is such a beautiful case. And I was sitting in my room and I could feel with the child when she came in. And I asked her, where is your mother? She was herself surprised. When she told her mother, she said, I've never had such a joy. Such a joy I had that, oh, mother has recognized me. I said, I always recognized you. So this is what it is.
You'll have to speak up.
Okay.
Stand up.
Please.
The Sarastra is represented by the lotus flower.
The Saraswara is represented by the lotus flower.
Yeah.
At the moment, is the lotus flower starting to lose its petals and the fruit develop? So that
What
seeds
you say?
may be nourished?
The Saraswara is represented by the lotus. And is the lotus at the moment, is the lotus losing its petals and the fruit developing?
You see, it is represented as lotus because our brain is like a lotus. Actually, if you cut it horizontally, you can see as if you have cut the petals. And if you cut it vertically, you can see that around the limbic area, it is just like petals of lotus. But when you are enlightened, what happens? They swell up and they open out, and they all have beautiful colors. They look like tongues of flames. It's very beautiful. Now the Sahasrara is open, and the lotus is open, and inside you find the fruit already there, kept, which is the Agya Chakra, which sees there. You can see it very clearly. Agya is yellow, yellow covered, what you say, like gold cap is the Agya there. Beautiful Agya is inside. Now the fruit of the lotus is later on we see, and I would say that is called as Bindu state, where you become a Bindu, a dot. It's a little dot, and that dot has to then grow. So it's the second stage starts when you become the fruit of the lotus.
Srimada, could you say something about those higher chakras, about this Asrara?
What chakra?
I've heard people talk about the Bindu and the Adu Bindu and the higher chakras about that.
You see, I don't think you should worry too much about these. There's 3 stages higher than Sahasrara. I would suggest just now, let us concentrate on Sahasrara as a better idea. But Bindu, Ardha Bindu and Valaya are the 3 stages in which one has to pass through later on. And you would pass gradually when you develop yourself horizontally. That's what we have started now. So let us keep to this idea that we have to develop ourselves horizontally. We should see how we affect the other person, how we influence the another person. For example, some people, as if they are very egoistical and all that, they may come in contact with you, say, oh, very nice person, charming person, this, that. But actually that person is just very physically maybe attractive, or maybe a little brilliant type of person, but doesn't have anything much in it. But if that person standing next to you changes the mood and temperament of another person, then you can say that this person has a spiritual personality. So let us see how you affect the nature. Flowers. You saw the miracle of the flowers that I performed for you the other day. In the same way, let us see what is the effect of your character on the trees, on your friends, or in the food that you make. Everything changes. It's very beautiful. So we have to see that, how it works out. I've known people who have never known what is poetry is. Suddenly they become poets. Some who were never musicians started singing so well. Like Christine, you know Christine, she never used to sing. She had a horrible voice. And suddenly she started singing like a cuckoo bird. So not only you, but on others, what effect is that? What others feel about you. You see how you are kind, good, and sweet to others, not superficially, but your behavior should change another person, transform another person. Your presence should bring auspiciousness.
Shrimataji, when you read the poems of Kavi and the saints, we feel the heart of them in their poetry and the feelings for God. How can we develop that blissful awareness and love for Him?
How can we develop that same heart that poets like Kabir have for you? How can we develop the same heart that these great poets have?
Same heart as what?
Kabir, the poet Kabir.
Why not? See the handicap of Kabir. You have no handicaps. Kabir had no mother to tell him, no mother to love him, look after him and tell him all these things. He had a guru. If you know Kabir's life, Kabir wanted to become the disciple of Ramananda Swami. But he was a Muslim or low caste or whatever it is. So he could not reach Ramanand Swami. The disciples would not allow him to go near Ramanand Swami. So one day Kabira went and slept on the steps of the river Ganges whole night in the cold, waiting for Ramanand Swami to come, because he used to always pass the same way. And his feet fell on Kabira. And he said, "Oh, my child, what are you doing here?" So Kabira got up and he said, "Sir, you have accepted me as your disciple today." He said, "Yes, I have." And then Ramanand Swami took him and he trained him into something great. You don't have these handicaps. Kabira never had anybody to support him or help him around. Actually, single-handed, he fought the whole world. Horrible people were around him. Even today, those who are in his place, in Patna, or all places where he lived, I was surprised that he described Kundalini as Surati, and they described tobacco as Surati. Such horrible, nonsensical people making fun of everything. There Kabira lived and developed that heart. You don't have all these handicaps at all. You all speak the same language, you live with the same ideas, you have your own mother to tell you everything, so you can develop the same heart as Kabira had.
When I meditate, sometimes I can see beautiful, like a massive flower coming out of the head, or a beautiful sort of a goldy, almost like a vase. And I've been asking people, and I don't know. They don't know really the answer, and I don't know either. But I have not taken.
No, that's the Kundalini that you see. It's like a telescope, you see, like a goldenish, yellowish, sort of like a heated iron.
It's like a furnace.
Yes, a furnace, like a furnace. That's the Kundalini you see. And that's a good thing to see. But when you see, you are not there. So it's better is not to see that and be, yeah. But what you see is that, is the Kundalini. It's good. I mean, seeing is very good, but go beyond it. If you say, I don't want to see it, now I want to enter into it.
Yes, last night, for instance, I was sleeping with my little girl, and in her bed she asked me to come, and we meditated, and it was enormous. And I suddenly woke up.
In your dream you saw?
I don't know whether it was a dream or whether I was still meditating, but...
In dream if you see is very good, but otherwise in meditation you should not see it. In the dream if you see is very good. It's the Kundalini itself, it's like a furnace, it looks like a silent burning furnace.
Sometimes like fireworks, it's
Yes.
quite beautiful.
But you shouldn't see it anymore.
Right.
Try to avoid.
Srimataji, could you just say something about pure attention, please?
Pure?
Pure attention, how we purify our attention, how we sort of look beyond the human form and the differences between each other. Could you
Pure
just say a little about
attention. You see, your attention gets spoiled. That when you put attention, say I put attention onto this glass, then I start thinking about this glass, that oh, it's a beautiful glass. So now it's a very beautifully done one. Now somehow or other I should manage to steal it. Then attention moves further. How can I manage to steal this? What should I do? What is the best way of stealing it? And all those things. So the attention gaze, you see, into problems and problems. Because I have got for this a greed. I develop a greed. How I developed? Because, you see, supposing I put my attention to it, and then a thought starts from there coming to me, a reaction as such. This gives you a reaction. Then you start seeing a beautiful Ganesha there. Then you say, oh, I have never seen one like this, like that. The thought starts to see coming from all this. And that thought comes into my mind and gives me ideas that I should do something like that to steal the glass, all right? Now, the pure attention would be that I just watch this without thinking. Anywhere that your attention goes and you start sort of getting involved into it or getting attached to it, you should try to just watch it without thinking, go into thoughtless awareness. Then you enjoy it the most. Now say for example, these carpets are very nice. One thing would be, if they belong to me, I would be worried how to insure them, or these people are sitting, that will be spoiled, this, that, all these thoughts will come into mind. Supposing these belong to you, then I'll think how to manage to take them with me somehow. And how to suggest in a very clever way something that I can manage to take them away. Now, that is quite human, and one can do that way. But beyond that, all cleverness and cunning, best is to appreciate. How? By just looking at it without any thought. Artist has created it. He has put all his joy into it. I'm just enjoying the joy, just looking at it. So, when you start enjoying the joy, your attention will become pure, very pure. Because the enjoyment of it makes you a very sort of dedicated person about it. Because you feel that what is in this world after all is to enjoy. Then if I have to enjoy everything, then why should I worry about getting it to myself or stealing it or doing all these tricks? Better is to enjoy. So the reward of it is so great that attention starts purifying itself.
We tend to sort of react to things before we even know that we've reacted. It seems to be such a fast process that we look and we react in a second. It's just
Yes, in the beginning it is,
Yeah.
because we are coming from that, you see, style to the other style. But once you're settled in this style, then you'll just react in this manner, that you'll just watch. But it otherwise also works out. I'll tell you a story. They had given me about 16 beautiful crowns. Of course, I couldn't wear them for this Krishna Puja in Switzerland. And all the English were bringing them, smuggling them into England. And all these boxes were kept. So when they reached the custom post asked them, what are all these? They said, all right, you can have a look. So they passed on one to them. So the first fellow looked at it and he passed to another one. Then another one given. Like that, 4 were passed on to them. They were all looking at it. And then they said, now what do you say? Nothing. They closed it and gave it to them. Then they looked back, these boys, what has happened to them, where they were just moving like this. And so many cars passed, but these people never looked at any cars. So they had a bliss casualty. Also this can happen. Bliss casualty. So better to see things which can cause bliss casualty. And once you get into that habit, then you don't take to other useless things. Then you like to see only things which can give you bliss. Your attention changes.
Mother, please, what is the Omkara? I've heard the word.
Omkara is the first sound. When the Shakti departed from Sadashiva, from the God Almighty, his power, his desire departed, it made the first sound. That's the first child, we say, of God. That's Omkara. Ma is the thing. And these are the three powers which are represented as Mahakali, Mahalakshmi, Mahasaraswati. And also, all these are combined together to form Sri Ganesh.
Mother, what is your vision for Sahaja Yoga?
What is the?
Your vision for Sahaja Yoga.
What is your vision for Sahaja Yoga?
This is the one started already. My vision for Sahaja Yoga is that all the good people, righteous people, God-loving people will rise above all that is useless, worldly, and reside in the heavens with all the blessings of God forever and ever. All right? We can have a music because without that you won't feel it is complete.
अब हम थोड़ी देर शांतिपूर्वक ध्यान में बैठेंगे, अपना ध्यान सहस्त्रार पे रखेंगे। श्री माता जी, कृपा करके हमारे सहस्त्रार में विद्यमान रहिए। Keep your attention on your sahasrara and pray to Shri Mataji to come in our sahasrara. जय श्री माता जी। अब हम श्री माता जी को नतमस्तक होकर बंधन लेंगे। यू मे नाउ बाउ डाउन टू श्री माता जी एंड टेक द बंधन।